Hi y'all, it's your girl Tiffany, Madam Licious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces high priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one who isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on tonight, girls. I was like girls, guys. Really in the wee hours of the morning, honey. It's like 3:26 here where I am. And I really wasn't even planning to like get on here. But y'all, I just heard something and I'm like, oh my goodness. Let me say something about this real quick, okay? So, it's like so many people that's like tracking this story, keeping up with, you know, the news, the latest news about the situation or what have you, that I really wasn't going to even speak directly about the situation, y'all, okay? But, sorry, I'm eating my little snack. This has to do with Diddy, okay, y'all? So, apparently, he was arrested, and he's been denied bail like twice. It's probably because he's a flight risk or what have you. So he's been held in jail until his trial, okay? So there's another like Epstein situation happening like all over again, y'all, okay? Which is what I want to talk to y'all about, because I just heard something and I'm like, what? So they're claiming, and the person that I just heard this from, so this right here, this portion is hearsay, okay? Because I just heard from this other person who claims that, I believe it's Source Magazine, confirmed this, that Diddy is allegedly on suicidal watch right now, okay? Now, if y'all remember, Epstein was on suicidal watch and he miraculously popped up dead, okay? Y'all don't be fooled. If something happens to Diddy and they say this man killed himself or he pops up dead, they faked his damn death and he's gonna be underground some damn where or something, okay? Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Just like Epstein, okay? Diddy and Epstein both got way too much information on way too many damn people. Any one of them, just like, and that's why it really kind of tripped me out how shit happened with Epstein, okay? And y'all know, like, all these lists came out and like all kinds of shit or whatever, and I'm like, I don't even know how that shit didn't even get any more explosive than it did, but then he popped up dead or what have you, right? Allegedly. I really kind of feel like they faked his death and he underground living lavish some goddamn where or what have you, but because he was way too rich, okay? He was way too cocky, way too arrogant to kill himself, okay? He had enough money. First of all, even if a person like Epstein had came to terms with the fact that he had to spend the rest of his life in prison, the man had enough money to literally pay for protection and the best of anything that you can get while in prison. You understand what I'm saying? What would have been the point of killing himself? You understand what I'm saying? Not to mention he literally had enough money, you know what I'm saying, to likely sneak him up out of there as well by doing what? Faking his death, okay? So anyway, long story short, and again, real quick about Epstein. Epstein had very expensive fucking lawyers, but they were sitting second chair. Epstein was planning to represent himself in trial, okay? This is when all hell broke loose and hit the fucking fan, because by law, you have the right, one, to a speedy trial. Number two, you have the right to a defense, as well as you have the right to face your accusers, okay? And if you are going to represent yourself, say first chair, you would be the one who is cross-examining, okay, your accusers. You understand what I'm saying? So even with Epstein, there was like a whole list of people who rode on Lolita Express, which was the name of his private jet or plane or whatever, and a whole list of people that, you know, he had like this whole data log of all kinds of shit, of transactions and all kinds of things, dates, times, places, all this stuff of people that went over to the party at Epstein's Island and all this other kind of shit, okay? So anyway, the only reason why I brought up Epstein is because Epstein was in the same situation that they're claiming that Diddy is in right now. Epstein was on suicide watch, okay? And remember, allegedly, he killed himself, but they told you when they're in jail and they're on suicide watch, they're supposed to get checked on like what, every 30 minutes, something like that, or what have you. And with persons being wealthy, they are in isolation, okay? Which basically means that they are in a cell by themselves, okay? They're not bunked up with some roomie, okay? When they're that wealthy, they are in jail or what have you, but they are likely in a cell by themselves, okay? Which is like an isolation type of cell, okay? Now, they claim that Diddy is on suicidal watch. Just like Epstein, Diddy got way too fucking much information on too many damn people. Just like Epstein, if Epstein go down, a whole lot of people would have went down with his ass. People in government, people in the industry, wealthy elite people, like all the way up to some other people, okay? Diddy is the same way, okay? Diddy is the same damn way, okay? And both Diddy and Epstein recorded a lot of shit for things such as this. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all watch this shit very carefully, because if all of a sudden this man supposedly is on suicidal watch now, okay? He's having this breakdown. He's having a hard time coping. They claim he could be possibly going through withdrawals because, he has some type of, habits or what have you, that obviously he can't get access to in jail or whatever. So he's on suicidal watch. He's having this nervous breakdown because he's been denied bail twice, okay? Which, like any one of us that's regular, everyday, average Joe citizens, if you started off by running, you know what I'm saying, in the first place, of course, when they catch up with you, you're going to be considered a flight risk and said that you tried to flee or what have you, which means 9 times out of 10, most competent judges is going to deny you bail because they just think you're just gonna, jump flight again. But anyway, so Diddy is sad to be on suicidal watch. If they come up in the next couple days or few days or however long it is and say that this man died, whether because he killed himself or somebody went in there and did it to him, y'all, that shit is a setup. I wouldn't even believe it. To be quite honest, I would more so believe that they would fake his death and he gonna be, just live out the rest of his days underground or what have you, y'all, okay? But I mean, at the same time, either one is possible. You understand? But he is in the same exact situation that Epstein was in when Epstein died, okay? For practically the same identical crimes, allegedly, okay? Because still in the United States of America, one is innocent until proven guilty, okay? So, you know what I'm saying? Even with everything that has been said and it has come out, a person still have a right to a trial, and you have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that everything is what you say it is, and this, that, and the other, or whatever. But I find it real suspicious right now that this man, and everybody knows Diddy, okay? Diddy is, I mean, he could be in mental conflict, right? I mean, like, who wouldn't be in mental conflict, okay? And this type of situation or what have you. But and it is possible that he could be kind of going through this emotional roller coaster right now with him being a water sign as well. But even though Scorpios tend to like hide their feelings, they have feelings and emotions, but they usually keep them hidden or what have you. But I mean, it's like fucking deja vu. Okay, and it's like nobody else is saying it. It's literally Epstein all over again. What they're doing to Diddy. It's just so happened that they're actually saying more about Diddy than they did Epstein, okay? With like they're literally making Diddy out to be worse than even Epstein, when their alleged crimes is like basically identical. Okay, y'all, is all I'm saying. So y'all pay attention to this. All I really wanted to say is that if in the next 2 days, if they say anything has happened to this man, whether somebody went in there and did something to him, which they probably wouldn't say that or whatever, but it's possible. If they, got some patsy, some brainwashed, patsy that they could trigger to do something to the man. But 9 times out of 10, they'll try to make it seem like how they did with Epstein, that he killed himself, okay? But just like Epstein, everybody knows Diddy. Diddy is he a little cocky, okay? Got a little tad bit of narcissism and, kind of conceited, like, or whatever. Everybody know how his energy is, okay? For this man to just give up and kill himself or whatever, like, this is some tough shit to deal with for anybody. But you still have, you know what I'm saying? You have to understand, it would be a different situation. Say some regular, everyday, average Joe, broke person in that situation. Yeah, it's you hook, line, and sinker, baby. It's a wrap. You understand what I'm saying? They gonna fucking try to railroad the hell out of you, lock your ass up, and throw away the key. But with persons like your Diddys and your Epsteins or whatever, you're talking about wealthy men, okay? Which even in jail, even in prison, gives them more access and other other things being accessible to them than saying the average Joe broke person that's in prison. You understand what I'm saying? So I wouldn't feel like one in their position would just be like, oh, you know what, fuck it, I'm throwing in a towel, I'm just gonna take the easy way out and kill myself. Especially those type of men, you understand what I'm saying, who way too full of life, way too sure of themselves, way too, kind of cocky, you know what I'm saying, type of attitudes. Like, you wouldn't have expected either one of them to have been said to be on suicidal watch. But there's literally what they're saying about Diddy right now, allegedly, okay? Because I heard this from another a content creator, and they verified the information from, I believe he said, Source Magazine. And I'm like, what? And then it just clicked. I'm like, this is like identical to Epstein. I'm like, either they gonna fake his death and he gonna go fucking underground, because I'm telling you, just like Epstein, Diddy has way too much information on way too many people, and we matter of factly know that he like recorded shit. You understand what I'm saying? And got certain people on recording and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? So that would bring a lot of people, other wealthy people, prominent people, and for like interrogations, questionings, even cross-examination, you know what I'm saying, having to testify and different shit like that. Are they really gonna have that spectacle? You have to ask yourself these types of things, or what have you. So y'all watch this shit, because I'm like, suicide watch, and it was like, this is identical to Epstein. And as of right now, like I said, he's been denied bail twice. So it's seeming like the judge is not budging. His ass just got to sit there into trial. Most courts are probably like backlogged with like cases and different things like that, not unless they like because of his status, decided to speed this along, which, this will be a high profile case because of who he is or whatever. But I mean, y'all have to understand, like, we're not talking arraignment, okay? We're talking trial. Do you know how long most people sit in jail before they go to trial? On most cases, like, sometimes it's like a year or so, you know what I'm saying, if not more, before a trial date is set. Okay. Um, but and so like I don't know. If he's gonna be indefinitely in there, y'all, this shit crazy. But they saying that man is on suicidal watch right now. Okay. Everybody that was cool with him and was very close to him is somewhere about to shit a brick right now because they know if this shit actually go to trial, they're gonna be called to testify and shit. So it's weird, y'all. It's crazy, but that's all I wanted to say. I'm like, it's literally deja vu. Okay, it's literally deja vu with exact. I'm saying that, well, it's deja vu on a lot of different things. Okay, because what they're saying about Diddy is damn near identical to, well, some of the things at least was damn near identical to the shit they said about Epstein. You know what I'm saying? Um, Even up to the point of them being on suicidal watch, allegedly. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's crazy. That's what's going on. But I just wanted to come on here and say, y'all pay attention to this shit, okay? Because if they all of a sudden say something that happened to this man, okay, and right about now with everything going on, the man probably is in mental conflict, ready to have a nervous, having some type of nervous breakdown or whatever, because he probably think that the damn powers that be getting ready to kill him, take him out any damn way, okay? But I don't know, anything can happen. What I do know is he got way too many connections, okay? Way too many collaborations, way too many dealings with a whole lot of other people, okay? This man didn't throw big ass shindigs and parties and shit that he, had with just himself and a guest or two. There is a lot of people that was going to those damn parties and different things like that or what have you. But anyway, honey, I ain't getting into all of that, okay? That's their business and what's going on. I just found it like, it just struck a chord when it was like this man was on suicidal watch. And I'm like, this is like identical to Epstein. I'm like, if they pop up and say this man is dead all of a sudden and by supposed suicide, either somebody went in there and knocked him off. Look, let me tell you something. He is just like Epstein. Epstein did not kill himself. Even if Epstein is really dead, he did not kill himself. Somebody either went in there and killed him because they didn't want him to come out on all the people, okay, that he had connections with and shit. Either somebody went in there and killed him or they faked his death, okay, and he's underground somewhere. Same thing with Diddy. If they say something about something happened to that man, Diddy did not kill himself. He is not going to kill himself. Period, point blank. I don't even with him being in mental conflict right now, possibly having a nervous breakdown, allegedly being on suicidal watch. It's all alleged, okay? Because it's a whole lot of shit that is like going around, circulating around. This is the reason why I'm getting shit like this or what have you. It just kind of struck a chord when they said the man was on suicidal watch, and I'm like, bullshit. This man is not gonna kill himself. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes if you sometimes that can be said, or a person can be put on suicidal watch or whatever just to have extra like protection around them or extra watchful eye on them or what have you if they're a high profile person or whatever. But I'm telling you, if they say something happened to that man, he didn't do it to himself. Okay? I'm telling you, before they even decide to do some shit and come up with some bogus ass cover story, that man is not going to kill himself. Okay? If something happens to him, somebody either murdered him or they then staged an event and had him to fake his death. Okay? They're going to bring in some other cadabra in there and act like it was him or whatever. They either gonna fake his death and he going underground, or they gonna send somebody else in there to knock him off. Because I'm gonna tell you something else, and it's the reason why they did Epstein the way they did Epstein. Okay, they love the when it comes to the powers that be, they love putting people of color on blast for anything sneaky, freaky, creepy, nasty, low down, dirty, trifling, ratchet, or anything else you want to come up with. But when you start having very, very prominent, wealthy, elite Caucasian people and even very wealthy elite foreigners involved in shit, baby, it's a whole different ball game. Okay, because at the end of the day, I tell y'all all the time, they will let your ass crash and burn any goddamn day before they allow you to tear them down. Y'all don't even understand. Just like Epstein alone, okay, could have shut down the entire government and the industry with the information he had. Okay? Remember all that weird shit that happened? Okay? Like I told y'all, Epstein had two very expensive, powerful lawyers, but had them sitting second chair. The man decided he was going to represent himself. Who in the hell represents themselves in that type of a case? But that's how sure he was of himself. So when the hell make you think he went to his cell and then killed himself? If he was that sure of himself that he was going to represent himself. But do you remember all this weird shit that happened? Remember the judge that was there was like the shit that was going on with like all of his financial stuff and assets and all this other kind of stuff that the powers that be end up trying to get, having seized and all this other kind of stuff. Remember the judge over that case? Remember they said that some fucking random delivery driver of something showed up at that judge's house and ended up shooting up that judge's house, and I believe killing the judge's what was it, the judge's son? Was it the son and the wife, or was it just the son? Okay, that was a fucking threat to that damn judge to get off that goddamn case, to throw the shit out, or whatever it is they wanted that damn judge to do, or they was gonna kill that damn judge and his entire goddamn family. And they kept on doing fuck shit like that in Epstein's situation, all the way up to they claim he killed himself. That man didn't kill his damn self. He had way too much money, way too much power, way too much connection. If you remember Epstein, the list that came out with Epstein, I'm talking about, they even had from government officials to celebrities to very prominent, wealthy, elite people that ain't even in government or celebrities. They just wealthy and elite persons in power, all the way up to fucking royals on his damn list that he had information to fuck on. Okay? Yeah, that man didn't kill himself. And Diddy ain't gonna kill himself. He know a whole lot of shit on a whole lot of people. Okay? He ain't gonna kill himself. If that man is on suicidal watch, this is either because they trying to do something to him, they're gonna send somebody in there to take him out, or either the powers that be just gonna let him fake his death and he gonna go underground for the rest of his days. But y'all pay attention to that shit, because this is like deja vu. Okay? All over again. And wait a minute, when the shit was going on with Epstein, was it an election going on then too? Was this around an election time too, when the shit was going on with Epstein? It was so many different shit that happened like back to back during that damn time, because you had Epstein, you had Weinstein, you had all kinds of shit going on. But if I'm not mistaken, was that around the time when, was that back when Trump was first running, trying to get, because this was when that back when Hillary and Trump was running against each other for presidency? If I'm not mistaken, I just thought about that. I believe when all that shit was going on with Epstein, it was during the election time too. It's no fucking coincidence. We're back in election time again, okay? And this shit is going on with Diddy. But I'm telling you, just like Epstein, that man did not kill himself. Okay? If Diddy is on suicidal watch, allegedly, according to what people is saying, that man is not going to harm himself. Okay? So y'all watch this shit, okay? Because it's a whole lot of distractions. And anytime there's distractions and staged events and shit, it's some other shit that's going on behind the scenes. So y'all play real close damn attention, okay? And I'm going to tell you something else too. There's other persons, if they don't go in there and do something to Diddy, or even stage an event like him faking himself and going underground, if nothing happens to him at all in there, somebody close to him, I'm talking about that was very, very close to him, that he had intimate relations with, is going to wind up being a sacrifice to save his ass. Watch what I tell you. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. If you'll be so kind, so please like, share, and subscribe. It would be greatly, greatly appreciated. For those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so at tip.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is shinebrightlikeadiamond36 with the underscore between each word. Of course, if you all would like to donate to the channel, you can do so through CASHAPP, which is $tipdiamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/add36diamond. As always, guys, y'all take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There's wickedness in high places and evil that is lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep. Watch your surroundings and the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey, keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared, because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Till the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God. Y'all better watch, okay? Because this whole alleged Diddy on suicidal watch could be a whole goddamn distraction to make people think, oh shit, something about to happen, something about to go down. And why everybody looking that goddamn way? Somebody else that was close to him, that he had intimate relationships with, gonna pop up the fuck dead, okay? Then she can go either way, but y'all better watch.